Hi, boys and girls. This week you're doing Reading Rhythms 9. I am redoing this video again simply because I think I can do it better. Some of you have been having difficulty. There is a cheat sheet at the top of the screen that can assist you with the assignment. Plus, this video is going to take you through the assignment question by question. You can pause the video at any time. So let's get started. Okay, so here's the first question. Now, let's take a look at our rhythms to begin with. We have our quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see if I can make that bigger. Nope, it doesn't want to make it bigger. There we go. A little blurry though. It's bigger at least. Okay, so our quarter notes are easy. 1, 2, 3, and 4, depending on which beat they fall into. So a quarter note in the second beat is going to be called 2. Quarter note in the first beat is going to be called 1. Half notes. 1, 3, because they each get 2 beats. This is my hidden second beat. This is my hidden fourth beat. Here's my rest on the first beat. So we don't say anything for that. So this would be 2. Now, eighth notes we should know by now are 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, depending on which beat into which they fall. So 2 eighth notes on the third beat would be 3 and. 4 16th notes together. We say 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a. Now, this is where it's getting tricky, and I see students getting very confused. We learned a new rhythm, 1 E and, before. And now we have 1 and a. So let's take a look at the difference. This is 2 16th notes, 2 of these, followed by 1 of these, 1 eighth note. So I get the and from the eighth note, and I get the 1 E from the 2 16th notes. 1 E and, 1 E, and then and is my eighth note there. Okay? So when I have 2 16th notes, it's either going to be 1 E and, 2 E and, 3 E and, or 4 E and. Now this rhythm is flipped over. So I have an eighth note, which is going to be 1 now because it's the first eighth note. It's falling right on the beat. So it's either going to be 1, 2, 3, or 4, followed by 2 16th notes. And the 2 16th notes in the second half of the beat are called and a. So this is 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a. So let me go over those again. 1 E and, 2 E and, 3 E and, 4 E and. 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a. And what you really need to look for are those 2 bars. This is 2 16th notes here, because this is 2 flags, followed by 1, or 1 bar, eighth note, followed by 2 bars, which is 2 16th notes. All right, so let's walk through the assignment. I'm going to have to make this a little tinier. Oopsie. It does not want to get smaller. There we go. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at the very first one. So I have an eighth note followed by 2 16th notes. An eighth note followed by 2 16th notes I know is 1 and a. Do not get this confused with 1 E and. 1 and a. Then I have a half note that's on the second beat. So here's my first beat. So I know this has to be my second beat. So that's going to be 2. And it gets 2 beats. There's my hidden third beat. Okay? And now I have the eighth note followed by 2 16th notes. And it's on the fourth beat. 4 and a. Now if you get this wrong, I know you didn't watch the video. 1 and a, 2, 4 and a. And again, be careful. Read closely. Choose your answer. Do not get One and confused with one and a. We're doing the one and a. And is a plus sign, followed by an A. Pause the video if you need to. I'm moving on. Okay, I have a half note at the very beginning of my measure. Now I have 2 16th notes, followed by an eighth note. Now, here's my first beat, here's my second beat. 2 16th notes, followed by an eighth note. 2 16th notes, followed by an eighth note. And then I have 2 16th notes, followed by an eighth note in my fourth beat as well. Do not get 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and confused with 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Remember, you're looking at 2 16th notes, followed by an eighth note. Pause the video if you need to. I'm moving on. Eighth note, 2 16th notes, because it's got 2 bars there. Eighth note followed by 2 16th notes. I've got those for the first 2 beats, beat 1 and beat 2. Read closely. There are 2 answers that look just alike. And then I have a quarter note and a quarter note in my third and fourth beat. Pause the video if you need time. Quarter note in the first beat. Use your cheat sheet. 2 16th notes followed by an eighth note. 2 bars followed by 1. Which one is that? Is it this one or this one? 2 bars followed by 1. 2 16th notes. Look at what it looks like and see, does it match over here or does it match over here? Another quarter note. 2 16th notes followed by an eighth note. Again, does it match here or here? Which one is that? And look closely at how it's written. Pause the video if you need to have a little more time. Moving on. Quarter note. Eighth note followed by 2 16th notes. Does it match here or here? Look at it closely. 1 bar followed by 2. Which of these rhythms does it match? Okay. Quarter note. Eighth note followed by 2 16th notes. Again, read the answers carefully. There are 2 answers that look very similar that it could be. You need to be careful. Look at the way that it's spelled out. Okay, I hope this video gave you a hand in doing this assignment. If you have difficulty with it after you've used the video a couple of times, you can email me at any time. My email is available right on our Google Classroom page. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.